Motorcyclists are hitting the road as the beautiful weather is upon us. The Chilliwack RCMP have some timely safety tips in how we can share the road.
Motorcycling is a wonderful activity, and it's also multitasking, and it's also quite challenging. You need to have a good sense of balance. You need to have a lot of defensive driving skills in order to avoid the hazards that are on the road today, because any mishap on a motorcycle has some physical ramifications. You know, the potential for injury is always greater, and as a result it reduces one's riding season, as it were. In regular urban traffic, a motorcyclist has to be very aware of the world around him or her and constantly scan the mirrors, constantly look over the shoulder to make sure that there's not something coming at their blind spot. Reversely, from a motorist point of view, you have to be very aware of the fact that, you know, motorcycles are a smaller profile and are not as noisy as they were many, many years ago. And as a result, oftentimes there are distractions in the vehicle, like the radio is on, the sound system is on, people are on the phone or being distracted by other things, and that always ends up in a tragedy of some sort. And regrettably, the motorcyclist is always the one that ends up with the short end of that proposition because of lesser amount of protective equipment.
In speaking to defensive driving for motorcyclists, you have to be more defensive than any other driver or rider on the road. You have to watch out for somebody doing something incorrect in front of you that may cause you to veer out of the way. You have to be watching everything that's on the road. If there's a little patch of sand on the road or some gravel that might act as marbles under your tires, it's items like that that are going to cause you a lot of grief. Somebody changing lanes and not seeing you, you traveling in their blind spot, make sure that you are not in their blind spot as you're going down the highway. If they can't see you, then you're going to be the one that's going to be paying the penalty and the price, simply because of the fact that it hurts a lot more coming off a motorcycle than it does in a small crash in a car.
What we recommend is to, one, drive defensively, take some motorcycle training. There's many organizations that do provide basic and advanced training to make a rider safer, because while it's a wonderful activity that gives that sense of freedom, that sense of mobility, that sense of speed, one has to continue to ride defensively and be as careful as possible on the roads.
For more information on motorcycle safety, visit icbc.com. I'm Bruce Atkinson reporting for Shaw in Chilliwack.